So this week, our cover story looks at the conflict that's flared up between India and Pakistan, and in particular, how this puts India's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, on the spot. This is just the latest of many, many terror attacks that have taken place inside India, conducted by groups based in Pakistan. 2 weeks ago, there was a terrible terrorist attack in the Indian-controlled part of Kashmir. 40 Indian soldiers were killed. In recent days, Mr. Modi has ordered Indian airplanes into Pakistani airspace to bomb targets there in retaliation. An aerial battle ensued. Pakistan and India both claim to have shot down one another's planes. Pakistan captured an Indian pilot. This is the first time since 1971 that planes have been crossing into the airspace of the other country and bombing targets within it. But of course, this time around, India and Pakistan both have nuclear weapons, so the situation is that much more dangerous. The big question now is whether the two sides are able to back down or whether the sort of spiral of escalation continues. The thing that makes this situation particularly combustible is the fact that India is facing an election in April. At the last election campaign, Mr. Modi sold himself as a big reformer who would bring jobs to India. That hasn't quite worked out as planned. Though the economy has grown, unemployment has risen, and there's a sort of broad dissatisfaction amongst a lot of voters with the state of the economy. And then he also has as his sort of foot soldiers in the campaign Hindu nationalist activists who feel that Mr. Modi hasn't done enough to advance a strong pro-Hindu, anti-Muslim agenda. Hindus are 80% of the population in India, and obviously the temptation for any politician is to try to appeal to them because that will automatically help at the ballot box. Mr. Modi is an avowedly nationalist politician. He has a particularly carefully cultivated sort of tough guy persona. There's all kinds of pressure on him to try and appear resolute and strong, not back down, teach the Pakistanis a lesson. That's the kind of rhetoric he uses all the time on the campaign trail. And that pressure, obviously, could result in a stronger reaction that could lead the two countries further down this spiral of conflict. Having said that, there are some signs that neither country wants the conflict to escalate. Western countries have tried to sort of take India onto a different course, a diplomatic course, try to raise this in the Security Council, get condemnations of the terrorist group and of Pakistan's support for it there in the Security Council, to try and bring this onto a diplomatic track and diffuse the tensions. And certainly, you know, for the safety of India, that's the thing that Mr. Modi needs to do. He needs to step back from the conflict.